And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Key 26, key 26. 49, check 49, check 49. Kill.
Running right, here's Sanders. Room here, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 67 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything, just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side,
and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's 57. 57's right. I'm coming.
Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen to throw once more. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 6-0 our score after 1. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Sanders toss left side, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that
he's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 59 yards. And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Mustang 19. Go street. 31's the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Touchdown, defense. 30 wins the match.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Back to throw here. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives him a 3.